Rightio. Hello everybody. Thank you for joining me once again for another video. Welcome back. First off, I'd like to say thank you to my wife, my friends and family, and especially my granddaughter for all the encouragement and support they've given me in making these videos. Their support means a lot to me. And a very, very special thank you to my number one fangirl, Kerry. Thank you very much. I love you. That aside, that out of the way, push over there. No. They're not forgotten, but we've got other stuff to do. Anyway, what are we here for? Final video for making my army for Operation Strike, bolt action event here in South Australia. Hell on wheels. Everything's got to be mounted and everything's got to come on the table at a minimum of 9-inch advance. So that being said, my army is all done. It started at about 8 weeks ago and finished it at the beginning of the week. The last little bits of camouflage on my tanks and stuff, but come up pretty good. Had a test run with some of my tanks at the club and went pretty well. A few things got to remember, but you know, I haven't tried motorcycles yet. That is going to be interesting. Anyway, we're not here to hear me waffle on. We're here to see the army. So yeah, started about 8 weeks ago, finished it up, all done, built, and all painted up. It's not a huge force, so you know, just over 7 weeks. I'm still pretty stoked with it. Let's have a look. I continue to waffle on. Let's not waffle on anymore. Let's go and have a look at what I've done. Okay, welcome back guys to the other camera view. Let's see how I go. Alright, first up, my command squad, Feldjägers. Alright, there's pretty happy with how his hat come up. So standard Feldjäger submachine gun, and then his two assistants. Alright, so I won't use the base on game day probably, but it looks super cool. So moving along, what have I got next? Got my infantry platoon. Man down, man down. Alright, so went for an attempt at a bit of a P-dot camouflage on there. Come up pretty good. Pretty good. So 7-man squad, 2 Panzerfaust in there, and this guy's P-dot come up pretty good. So I got 2 Panzerfaust in the 7-man squad. That's that, all painted up. There we go. So again, everything's got to be mounted when it comes on the table. Everything's got to have a minimum of 9-inch moves for this event. Changed it all up. You know, compulsory platoon was changed from rifle to armoured, but of course I've got a couple of squads here just because I wanted some Panzerfaust and that in there. So some guys are probably going for recce squads or anything like that. But I'm pretty sure we're going to see some very interesting army lists out there. So it's weird. I've not been in on the list checking this time, so I'm just challenging it is to go through everybody's list, and checking that is actually quite fun. So anyway, here's my Opel Blitz for my Panzer Grenadiers to enter the table on. And then my second squad from my rifle platoon is on the motorcycles. So I overdid a little bit on the dirt on this one, but you know, still pretty happy with it. So 1 motorcycle, 2 motorcycles. Anyway, I digress. So I got a Panzer Faust in this motorcycle dude, and then I've got second motorcycle group. So that's squad 2, veteran Feldjägers on motorcycle, and just in case they get dismounted or I want to change up tactics and dismount them, I did the equivalent miniatures in just have them mounted unmounted, sorry. And Feldjäger Gorgets out of the veteran box. So the veteran box is one of the best boxes I've ever put together. So really rate it. All right, so that's all the infantry parts of it. Then I've got my Panzerschreck team. As I said, I felt like doing a little bit of a diorama base for it, and I'm pretty happy with it. So there's the diorama base for my Panzerschreck team, and you can see I went for the P dot on him as well. And so what I did is I did a little base for them, but they come off. So I've got the base for it, the rider obviously, because game wise he has nothing to do with it, so he's attached to the main base. Then I've got my Kettengrad, so on game day they can just cruise around as it is. And then my Panzer Schreck team. So gameplay wise, so the scenic base, diorama base, does not impede on gameplay at all, but I felt cute, you know, thought it looked pretty cool, and I think it does look super cool. So yeah, so that's the core of that bit. What have I got now? I've got my 223. I've got 2 armoured cars in this list. I've got my 223 for command, like all cammed up, come up pretty good. Then I've got, to go with that, I've got a second armoured car, 222, 222 and a 223. Alright, so there's my armoured cars. And then, right, the main core, my tanks, I've got a Panzer IV-J, nicely cammed up as well. So for the cam netting, I just buy cheesecloth from the I get it from Spotlight here in Australia. This one here was, I cut it into strips, put it in a Ziploc bag with a tiny bit of watered down paint, and just to stain it, laid it out flat, let it dry. In the past I've also laid it out and hit it with a spray can, and it works just as well. Let it dry, and then when you want to put it on your vehicles or whatever, soften it with a bit of white glue, watered down, and mold it into wherever you want it, and go from there. So then I have my pair of Stugs. So Stug number 1, and a bit of stowage there, now hidden by camouflage. So pretty happy with how that come up. And then my second Stug, I brought the Soviet stowage pack, and I thought, you know what, I saw that in there, I thought there's a crate of wine there, so these guys are going to steal a crate of wine. So there's in their stowage they've got the crate of wine on the back. A little bit of extra detail, goes a long way sometimes. All nicely cammed up, so I'm pretty happy with it, and it overall to me looks pretty cool. So yeah, I could yeah, so I'm pretty happy with that. Fun, it was fun. I'm pretty sure the event, I'm pretty stoked for the event. It's like, it's going great guns. We've yeah, 2 weeks away, and Operation Shrike, bolt action event here in Adelaide, South Australia. What I'll do is on the day I will whip around with the camera, have a little bit of a look at all the terrain, the tables, and I reckon I'll post a video of all the tables we've got and give you an update after the event on how my list went, what crazy lists I saw other guys go up. If any of you guys you know, are going to the event, you know, would love to see photos of your lists as well. That'd be really cool. So yeah, I will stop waffling on because that's about it. And I look forward to posting another video. And in the meantime, get your hobby on and roll some dice. Thanks, guys.